Hello there, I am Baron Bones, and today we will be talking about 28 years later, Bone Temple. 28 years later, Bone Temple is the latest entry in the 28 insert time period here franchise. I'm not sure what people actually call this one. Anyway, it takes place just after 28 years later, and we follow Spike, once again played by Alfie Williams, as he has to deal with the Jimmy Crystal gang dash cults. They're led by Jack O'Connell's character, Jimmy Crystal. Meanwhile, in the titular Bone Temple, we have Ralph Fiennes' character, Dr. Kelson, as he's dealing with the Alpha from the last movie, Samson, and trying to basically find out if there's any humanity left in the infected mind. So, yeah, this film basically has two plots. The one plot with our main character from the last movie, and the plot with Dr. Kelson. Those two plots don't really intersect all that much until the last act of the film. So, as a result, it does feel like there was almost two different ideas here, but neither idea really felt like a full movie, so they smashed them together to make this film. That being said, it doesn't feel out of place as much as that sounds like it would be. We have characters struggling with the infected, while also struggling with other internal struggles. Our main character now has to find a way to survive this group he's now with, who are basically these demented Satanists who get their kicks out of torturing anyone they find. Meanwhile, we have our Dr. Kelson character struggling his own way and trying to find pieces of humanity in a world where everything has basically gone to shit. I really liked this movie for the most part. I liked these two different stories, and I felt like both stories worked. That being said, the Dr. Kelson story is the stronger of the two, and whenever we cut to our main character and his story, it just doesn't feel as interesting to me. Now, that's not to say it's bad by any means of the word. It's not as a fascinating struggle. It doesn't raise as many questions. Now, both of these plot ideas we have seen in other films before, but the execution here and pacing is really well done, and I really felt that the film didn't overstay its welcome, and I really enjoyed the route it took. The visuals are also really well done. I felt like 28 years later had some weird editing decisions that just took me out of the film. Luckily, this film has no such problems, and the music is once again brilliant. Every movie in the 28 franchise is really well done as far as music is concerned and has brilliant score work, and this film continues those themes. Now, my favorite parts of the movie will always be what Ralph Fiennes did, because Ralph Fiennes' performance is amazing. But I do want to bring up Jack O'Connell as Jimmy Crystal. I felt his performance is probably going to be underrated because of what Ralph Fiennes did. But do not sleep on this performance. He is fantastic in this role, and I really enjoyed him here. At the end of the day, 28 years later, Bone Temple was a pleasant surprise. I really didn't expect it to be this good. I was really expecting it to be kind of bad, actually. But I was pleasantly surprised, and I really enjoyed this film overall. At the end of the day, I'm going to give 28 years later Bone Temple a 7 out of 10. I highly recommend this one to anyone who's a fan of the 28 years franchise. Still not sure what to call this franchise. And definitely, this film is worth a watch. Anyway, that's my opinion on 28 years later Bone Temple. What do you think about it? If you've seen it, let me know in the comments below. And as always, stay terrified.